the Samuel Brocklin Show here this morning on Restream.o. I wanted to let you guys know this topic is about why I was an outcast in my high school years, and I'll be telling you why right after this advertisement.
Here we go. Feel the energy rise. Get ready, get set, it's time to fly. Hey! When you're hitting the streets, you know where to look. Sam shoes got the style, take a second, take a look. From the cheap, flashy kicks to those Italian. Here we go. Feel the energy rise. Get ready, get set, it's time to fly. Hey! When you're hitting the streets, you know where to look. Sam shoes got the style, take a second, take a look. From the cheap, flashy kicks to the...
We are back on air, folks. So we are. This is crazy. I'm just trying to remove that. All right, we're back on air. So, one of the reasons is I was very intelligent. I knew most people want to know. Most kids don't care about. I've noticed this. If you see all this, they don't care. They don't flip and care about this, even though they need to know that they gotta have it to live. Okay, this is what I wanted to make when I was in my high school years. Okay, so that is what I wanted to make. So, and I'm just telling it like it is. That's what I wanted to make. In my high school years, I couldn't help but be that way. Um, and there's some things you don't know about me. When I graduated first grade years and years ago, and this was something I told my grandma because I actually thought it was funny to them, 100% very funny to them. They thought I was crazy to even say this at a young age, but they also thought it was crazy that I knew what a job was because most first graders don't know what that is. But I knew what a job was. I knew what this meant at a young age. I knew you had to have it in order to live and do the basic necessities of life and be able to live out life. You got to have it. But my point is, that's probably why I, you know, have that why I probably have an outcast is because I have this very intelligent level of figuring things out, this, that, the other, um, and the all right, we lost the information. We lost it here on this live. We actually lost it at first, but my point is we lost the connection here with this mic. Um, but the point is with this is, you know, I really shouldn't have been an outcast. There should be more people just like me wanting to get that money, wanting to get where I'm at, wanting to succeed in life, wanting to, go there. But most of the time, some of these people just end up becoming low lives. They want to live, they want to be this low life that's not good, you know? Um, I mean, I could tell you from experience, this has happened to me. I was working at a cashier, and whatever was wrong, somebody I knew was crying and having very emotional problems, and they were 20 something years old. So, something is very oddly up when it comes to that kind of thing. You know that that's not normal. So, you know, and two, um, I really, I think it's my intelligence level on top of that, me succeeding and doing the things I'm doing now, you know. Um, I mean, just give me 1 second. I'm going to show you guys something. Now, do not take this as I'm bragging, but there's a lot of people that do not like me because well, obviously I have a reputation now, I have a publicity now that's good publicity, you know. Um, but my point is, I would rather have this than something else. So, and you have to be a moron to think that this should be something else. Like, for example, um, well, I don't have any examples really. um, I mean, other than yes, it's best to not be a druggie, alcoholic addict, getting the police called on you all the time due to domestic disturbance and whatever else, that comes with alcohol and drugs. But my other thing is this: it's ridiculous that people have been known to actually get me mixed up with those people. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, just whoa. If I was really fit in that category, I would not be involved with this, and I would not be involved with, you know, educating myself, doing some things, getting involved with really good things in my life that's going on. Um, the other thing is, some of these classmates do not talk to me because they still live in this um, immature world of, oh, he's weird, or he's not a one percenter, so we're not going to be friends with him, or oh, he's not somebody that I want to have in my circles because they're not one percenters. They don't think like me. I'm being snooty. They don't think like me. They're not snooty like me. So I'm gonna, put that nose up in the air and be snooty around others. And you know, you, you're very rude. You get over there. You, I can't be around you. You look very funny. I can't do it. That's kind of the examples these people do. I mean, they're very superfluous um, animals, acting like crazy people, you know. I don't know if some of them that's just decided to turn into Karens. I don't know. Um, I mean, and the thing of it is, I think some of them get to the point where they see my intelligence being high, that they could see that, hey, there's no hiding corruption around this guy, or this is the other example. They could be looking at the other factor of, if you're a corrupted person, and they will find you out. So, and intelligent people will find you out. And it's not going to be too far from the fence to figure stuff like that out, anyways. So I don't understand some of these people that do this kind of stuff, but nobody wants to talk to me due to because I guess I can figure some people out, you know? I mean, in my high school years, I was trying to figure out, you know what I was trying to figure out? I was trying to figure out how to make it rain like that, you know? So that's what I was trying to do is trying to figure out a way and something come up with something that does work, and I did finally later on. It's just I mean, I still have a podcast. I mean, I made some money off of that too, but I'll have to clean this up. I know it's going to be a little bit of a mess, but there's nothing wrong with that in your high school years. I mean, um, for example, you have plenty of entrepreneurs today that did the same thing in college, and so. Um, but anyways, I feel like that, it could, I mean, society's just dumbed down anymore to where they're like, they think, what you're trying to do right is wrong. And uh, and then they're trying to say the wrong is the new right. So, that's what people are saying. I mean, I come from the 90s, the late 90s. So I'm going to have to sit here and say I disagree with that statement because in the 90s, people had morals, number one. People had um, the freedom and the ability to go outside and do whatever they want, you know. Go fishing, hunting, things like that. Nobody I know of to this day want to go hunting or fishing with me or doing any kind of activity like that. I'm serious. If I go out and, and this is my personal life, nobody knows what the world fishing is. Nobody knows what, and if they don't know what it is, they think it's something very perverted. And that's how crazy this world's gotten. I mean, it could be, they'll go and turn anything perverted and sickening and vexing. So if you want to, but it's the way of the world, obviously. And I know the Bible even tells us that. So, um, but that's not the point here. Point is, what happened to these values? We have dumbed down, we've lost our morals, we've lost our minds, we don't even know how to have an adventurous life without having video games involved. I mean, and video games are the new, I guess, adventurous life, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to going out doing things like hunting, fishing, uh, things of that nature. I mean, I don't play video games anymore. I got rid of that because I noticed it's very unhealthy, very unhealthy. And so I got rid of that out of my lifestyle. I mean, I've used to play them years ago, but, I wasn't in a situation where I had an unhealthy lifestyle, really. So, but since I kept on, it did catch up with me a little bit. So, but my point is here, I'm hoping this be an inspiration to you that these people will, you know, um, get, back on track instead of thinking, oh, that's weird. You want to go fishing outside. Oh, that's weird. You want to go do this, go do that. Oh, that's weird. You want to go target practicing at the range. Oh, that's weird. You know how many times I've heard these things? A lot. And I'm like, what's wrong with you people? So, I mean, have you ever heard of doing these things? I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's a guy thing to go out and do these things. It's a normal thing to go out and do these things. Experience life a little. Go out and do something. I do every day.
In fact, I go and drive to Knoxville back and forth. I get to go to Knoxville back and forth, come as go as I want. You know, you know, maybe even ride a little bit in Knoxville while I'm there. You know, things like that. Take photos of nature while I'm there. Yeah, that's a thing that I used to do, but people thought, "Oh, that's weird. This guy's weird." Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by weird, but I had a I had a girlfriend back, not too long ago, and things, but I moved on from that. But my point is, how in the world is all this weird? Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, you know, where is weird coming from? Like, because I have a normal concept of society, because I have a normal thing that I grew up by being somebody that goes and fishes and hunts and do all these other things, that's abnormal or something. I mean, I mean, I don't know why you would. I mean, this guy right here, I mean, has been on 4 magazines right now, uh, having a good time, working on business ideas, working on business planning, working on projects. I mean, and you don't want to know this guy right here. What kind of person are you? So, anyways, I wanted to let you know that's crazy that you get people out here that are this way. I mean, there are some women that's out there like, this guy is weird or something. It's like, no, I'm not weird at all. I just don't share a lot of things with the internet like you all do today. Okay, no offense, but you all do share a lot of stuff out there. I mean, even if I went and you guys got to go, oh, he coughed dramatically. Look, dramatically. That's the way you guys do this things these days. I don't got to do that. If I'm out fishing, I'm not going to go and do things like that. That's just, I mean, some people like to have a private life. Okay. So, and understand that. So, but I'm not that kind of person that got to post everything. I'm not trying to write a daily book for the internet to see. So, anyways, I mean, if I was, I'd want to be paid for it. I definitely want one of these suckers if I'm gonna write something like that. So, because my time is value, and you're cutting into my time when you're wanting something crazy like that. But anyways, um, I hope I got my point across. Um, I hate it that some of you guys have these fantasy false ideas of me, but I've the Bible does say Christ, Christian, not Christian, but followers of Christ, people who actually follow Christ, they will be persecuted for their beliefs and the way they do things. They'll be mocked. They'll be this, that, and the other. So, just to let you know, I'm proud of it. I'm glad you do not like me because, you know, where would today be if you did not like me? So they don't understand. The audience don't understand that makes people popular. The more hate they get. So I mean that's just the point of it. But um yeah, I just I don't know why I was an outcast, and I'm still an outcast to this day to some people, and been blocked, shunned, everything. And I'm like, what did I do to these people? I mean, sometimes it's people that I haven't even spoke to in years. They want to block you. I mean, what are you? I mean, what is wrong with you? You're just like, I think I think what it is people do not see me as somebody to take advantage of, and they know that it's not a good idea once they do take advantage of. I think that's what they see. So, and I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm not the person to take advantage of. So, um, but anyways, um, it's not like my life's been a total waste of time. I mean, I've been just building on my own thing and staying in my lane and doing my own deal, because um, obviously people don't want to talk to me or hang out with me, so or have anything to do with me. It's like, at first I was saying it was total reject, like I was a total reject or something, you know. Um, and I was like, what kind of total reject is this? So, not a lot of people know I was a kind of a miracle baby, and a miracle baby is when somebody's not meant to have been born but was and into this world. So that's what happened with me. And for people to be so judgmental and just mischievous and just, I don't know, just very judgmental people out there. And they're there to put people like me down. They don't think people like me deserve a chance in life. I don't think that way. I mean, the rich and the ugly thinks that way. The rich and the ugly thinks that way very much. I think that and you shouldn't get a life. They're too snooty. This is you don't deserve a life. You don't deserve a life. You don't deserve a life. I'm not sitting out here saying go and do something about the problem. That is not what I'm saying. Disclaimer: that do not go out here and go all whacked off on, do not go off the deep end on these people whatsoever. That is my disclaimer here. I'm just telling you how it is that this is normal for society to do things like this. Sometimes people have to see the hard way that, hey, this guy ended up becoming more successful of you and have a nice life. You have to treat these people like that. You have to be very rude and snooty back and say, these people don't deserve my respect. So that's what you got to sit here and say. These people don't deserve my respect. So I'm not going to make them respect me at all, but I'm just going to treat them like dirt, not even care. So, and just give it back to them. And I'll tell you why. They'll get the message. They'll get the message that they should have never been like that, to you. And so they'll humble. They'll have to find God first to get humbled. Okay, they'll have to get their lives and ducks in a row and to be humbled. So that's going to be the first step, and it may take quite a few years for people to do that. So that's the way I had to look at life. Like, hey, these people, they may or may not have Christ in their hearts. So just let them be and just let them find out for themselves. So, and what's weird is tonight I had people coming in my messages coming up to me. Oh, hey, I noticed you're famous now. I noticed this. I noticed that. Well, I'm really happy for you. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I am too. But you blocked me, or well, you did this. Why did you do it? Usually they'll give you a simple forgiveness and be happy to talk to you. I just hope they're not one of these people that's bipolar or whatever in their decision making and be okay one minute and be down the next. So, I mean, that's what I'm hoping. So, but anyways, there's some demented people out there. So, I want you to know it's all normal. Just ignore those people. Don't allow them in your life. Don't even allow them in your successful life. You know, don't give these people any kind of respect, any kind of clout. Don't do that. Never give the enemy any clout. So, Just don't even do that. Let them mature enough. Until people are mature to handle clout, that's when you'll that's when you can give them that clout and give them that opportunity. So until then, don't. So, because people will take advantage of you, and I'm just trying to tell you to keep that from happening. Anybody, um, you know, to be careful. So, um, there are people out here that will take advantage of you very, very much. And I think that might be why some people don't stay in touch with me, to be honest with you, because they're like, how can we take advantage of this guy, you know? So that's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But, anyways, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this stuff. Um, I had to get it off my chest. Some of these rich, snooty, one percenter people, or whoever they think uh, they think they're it in a bag of chips, but the truth is you're not. Um, you just haven't found Christ yet to realize that and be humble. So I uh, I feel very sorry for you, but at the same time, I really shouldn't, because you chose to go that life. You chose to go that route. And the thing of it is, you can actually change that by reading the sinner's prayer, which says, there are only two roads you can take in this life. One is straight, one is straight and narrow to the heavenly throne. The other is the wide road to the lake of fire. Jesus loves you so much that he died for you and your sins on that cross, so that way you can be forgiven, and that way you can also make it into heaven. So repent now, and you shall, it says, you repent now and you shall receive. That is one of the things I've always grew up with. It says, I beg you, oh dear friend, please stop right now and ask yourself, which road am I going to take? Because its time is running out. So I want you guys to realize that there is a God. He's out there. And just pray that sinner's prayer, please. And I hope this helps you. I'm wearing my name badge, by the way. I hope this helps you with your issues. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, there's a lot of hatred out there, and it's gonna only get worse. I mean, that the hate. I mean, you gotta realize these people. There's people that do evil intent, and there's people that don't. So, and you gotta realize the enemies is one of those that's gonna steal, kill, and destroy, according to the Bible, King James Version. So you gotta really realize that. And just so you know, I did take some medication, so kind of getting a little drowsy, but I do appreciate you guys coming on to the podcast and listening to this stuff. But I hope you guys understand. I also was not on anybody's level of immaturity to be immature with them and to be that way. So that's kind of probably what deters people off as well. So, but that's it's okay. It's okay to be the guy that makes money out there. It's okay to do that. So, I mean, but the abnormality of it is weird to me. So, the feelings of weird is very mutual. So, I think you're weird for not wanting to make money out there. So, if you're not wanting to make money, you're not wanting to be successful and what you do, um, but you got to realize you got to have God with you too in that success. You can't just leave that out the door. So, um, it, but it is very sad that, people hate people because of their looks or this or that. It's very sad. We live in a world that's full of hatred for whatever reason it is. So, but you guys have a great night, and I pray the good Lord will give you peace, even if you have hatred towards somebody, especially like me. Somebody like me, if you have hatred, I know you got to have hatred towards somebody like me, because I'm somebody that's pure as well, and tell it like it is. So I very much appreciate your time on this podcast. You guys have a great night.